Namaste, friends. Hola, mis amigos, here in the sacred valley of Cusco. And before we get started on the topic of this video, I just want to share that there will be more of these talking videos coming soon, because as I'm here in the sacred valley, experiencing so much healing, I'm inspired by what I've been learning and discovering that I want to share it with you. So the guided meditations are not going to stop. This is not taking away from that at all, so don't worry. Every Sunday night, 6 p.m., those videos are coming. However, what I want to talk about now is how to become totally liberated from society so that you can be totally free to embrace and accept and love yourself and be totally in the moment, to come out of your head. And also how to be able to really help other people and listen to what other people are really trying to tell you. So the first thing that I want to share with you here is that nothing is personal. Other people's perspectives and perceptions and opinions about you say more about themselves than they do you. No two people see you the same way. Isn't that true? No two people see you the same way. And there's nothing but 6 billion different perspectives in this world. So which one is true? In fact, most of the time we are projecting ourselves onto each other, onto the world, and foolishly thinking that it's actually them when in fact it's us. So what other people think about you, especially strong opinions, especially when people are coming off with anger, it's saying, number one, it's saying more about them than it is you, and number two, they're revealing to you what they really think about themselves. And that can be very useful, very empowering to help you to be able to, well, first of all, if you can just pluck yourself out of the equation, make it not about you, understand that nothing is personal, then you can listen to what they're saying and you can learn how you can really help them. You can learn what they really deep down inside think about themselves, which even they are not aware of. And then you can use that not to hold it over them. You can use that to know how to approach them, how to interact with them in a way that will be most healing for themselves as well. And for you, this is incredibly liberating when you realize that nobody sees you the same way. When you realize that other people's perspectives, perceptions, opinions about you say more about them than it does you. Oh, it's so liberating. It's so socially liberating. You can just be yourself without worrying what other people are thinking about you, because it's not your problem. You can just be free. And that is such liberation. Then you can really be in the moment. You can really be present with each other. Because we never know who we have here today with us is still going to be with us tomorrow. Isn't that true? So to be able to really appreciate each other and love each other and not take things personal, but listen to what other people are trying to convey to you about what they think about themselves so you can know best how to help them. Now, the alternative, the other side of this is there is a danger that we won't listen to anything anybody says, and we will be correctionless, unable to have any kind of correction in the world, when in reality, the universe is always teaching you. The universe itself is always giving you what you need to hear, what you need to see right now in this moment for your life. And it's not always, other people might think that they're telling you the truth. No, but there might be something in what they're saying that you do need to hear. So remember that. Don't let this fuel your ego and become narcissistic, okay? We need to be able to take everything with a grain of salt and realize that, first of all, what they're saying speaks more about them than it does us. And second of all, listen to what the universe is trying to tell us through them. It might not be directly what they're saying, because nobody sees you the same way. Everybody's projecting themselves onto you. Unless they've known you their whole life, and even then, even your own mother, she's going to have her own perspective, her own perception, her own way of viewing you, that is again going to be more about her than you. But we also need to be committed and devoted to self-growth, to spiritual evolution, whatever that is for you. Everybody's spiritual path is different. Okay? I don't really believe so much that there is a spiritual path, as much as everybody needs to find their own spiritual path and discover what's right for them. So to come out of our heads and to be really present with each other, to not take things personal. And also, we need to understand that your opinions about other people say more about you than it does them, right? It goes two ways. So what is personal? What's personal is actually what you are projecting out onto the world, because we have such a tendency to try to paint ourselves over the world and then to think that the world's actually that way, when in reality it's us. So we can learn a lot about ourselves by taking a step back, analyzing our thoughts, analyzing that critical mind, especially the deep emotions, especially things like anger, jealousy, greed, those hard kind of sharp emotions that are difficult. When we're projecting them out onto the world, just take a step back for a moment. Realize that it's you. Realize what you have in your own heart. That's what's personal. It's not what other people think about you, it's what you think about the world. And when you really get this, then you can start to grow spiritually, exponentially every day. Every day just becomes like the world is your canvas, and you get to just see yourself everywhere. Everywhere. Your perceptions, your perspectives, your opinions about other people, what it's saying about you and where you're currently at in your spiritual path, in your own evolution. And I can't tell you what that is. I can't tell you what your spiritual path is. Even the best astrologer or psychic or whatever, they can give you hints. They can kind of point you back in the right direction, but you have to be able to understand what your path is. And this is one of the best ways to do it, is to listen to your heart. There's many different truths in this world, but which truths bring you life? That's what you need to be focusing on first of all. And listening to your heart, realizing what you think about the world is what's going on within yourself. And when you can then get that, I'm projecting, then you can come out of your head and you can be present. You can be here in this garden, this gorgeous earth, which is paradise. We can just be here with ourselves, with each other, enjoying this incredibly precious opportunity to enjoy life here on planet Earth and discover what it is that we need to be learning right now. What is the universe really teaching us? And other than that, I wish you all the best. Thank you so much for watching this video. So much more content coming soon. I pray that we are all able to stop projecting ourselves onto each other and listen to our hearts and illumine what's going on in our hearts, what we need to separate ourselves from, what we need to listen to, what we need to follow, what is actual truth that's bringing us life, and what are just facts and things that is good to be aware of, but not necessarily to focus on. Yes, be aware of the problems. I'm not saying to be ignorantly blissful. Be aware of the problems, but focus on the solution. Thank you so much for your time in watching this video. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.